So the Smart on FHIR launch allows users to view AI outputs in a standalone UI, and this can be really valuable for a few different workflows. Consider when you don't actually want data recorded in the electronic health record. Maybe it's sensitive information that shouldn't be part of the patient's long-term record, or maybe it's part of a user's workflow that extends beyond the EHR. In some instances, applications can actually take over a good portion of that workflow where the application is able to manage a series of user clicks to perform a function or a full workflow. In that case, having a standalone UI makes sense so that you can control that series of clicks, those actions that the user is taking, complete that workflow for the user, and allow them to move on to the next patient. In this case, maybe the user's willing to click your button to open up your Smart on FHIR app and perform that because they're saving time in general. But what we don't want to see is, for example, opening up a Smart on FHIR application, waiting for it to load, and then viewing the screen just to see some information that you're going to then go use as part of your clinical note or some other process. The application's only providing minimal value at that point, and so the user's not going to be willing to click that button and jump out of the EHR. I think there's another aspect to this, and that's really when you're embedding your application inside the EHR. Not every electronic health record offers an embedded view, but when you have an embedded view where the user can actually navigate side by side between your application and other functionalities, then you have a much more natural workflow. This allows you to click a tab and view the application. You know it's going to be there when that tab, when you change over to a different tab, you can always go back. So I really like embedded workflows for the purpose of something like ambient listening or other workflows where you're really kind of going back and forth between the EHR and your application.